to this. Yes.
Oh, nice. Yay. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Okay, awesome. I was gonna wait a few more minutes. I think there's some more people joining. Is it easy for you to edit this part out?
No, I'm too lazy to edit.
Me too. I don't, I'm so low tech. Oh my God.
Listen, sister, I was just watching your video that you uploaded a couple hours ago.
Yay.
Dude, at the end, when you said, this is still but appearing to move.
Yay. How exciting.
I'm like, God damn, I'm stealing that for Wednesday night's title.
Do it. Beautiful.
Because I like it because it starts with the stillness.
Yeah, it is stillness. It's formless, appearing as form. Yeah, it's amazing. Um, yeah. How exciting. There was something I was about to say, but it slipped away.
So what came up here is what's being spoken about is that which has no opposite.
hmm Yeah. Appearing as opposites to define itself. And it's so cool because one opposite defines something. It can't appear to exist without its opposite. And so this is also a spontaneous negation because you can only see what you are by seeing what you're not,
I love
which is with everything. Everything's defined that way. Yeah, it's amazing.
Well, what would birth be without death?
Yeah. What would beauty be without ugliness? I was walking at the lake down the street from my house, and we had that hurricane that never happened because it just it just appears as a disaster. And so the lake is all fucked up and the trail is, crazy, like cardboard laid down to keep the mud from people slipping and stuff. So there was this I know all the people at the park because I walk there every day, all the locals. And so there was this minister who was walking with his wife, and he was like, um, this is supposed to be beautiful. Our lake is so beautiful. And look at it now. And I was like, well, you wouldn't know what beauty was without the ugliness. And he was like, oh wow. And then I was like, how cool. That's your Sunday sermon. That's it.
Sunday sermon.
Heck yeah. It's so true. It's just absolutely beautiful. Every opposite defines the opposite. So,
Right? Like when you pull a splinter out of your finger, how good does that feel?
yeah, yeah, that relief. Yeah. And it compensates and balances. It's so amazing too. Like for there to be pleasure, there's pain. For there to be happiness, there's sadness. And that's just the relative
Hmm. And
dream.
and the clarity never goes away. That's the interesting thing. So even depression is seen clearly.
hmm Yeah, it's beautiful.
Right?
And
But that's sort of the seeker's mantra. Oh, I lost the clarity. No, you didn't. You're perfectly clear that you think you lost your clarity.
totally. And it's everything that's appearing to happen. Yeah. So, yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, it's like the ebb and flow of the waves on the ocean. It is the ocean appearing to change, to be transient, and so that there can be a unique experience, because this is one God that's formless, that's infinite, that's wordless, without qualities, you know, experiencing itself through infinite qualities. What is it like, as infinite capacity? So it's just exploring itself by being everything.
Uh-huh. It's like the new board game. The game is called What is it like to dot dot dot? So
Yeah,
what is it like
fill
to
in the
be
blank.
barfing your guts out at 2 in the morning at the porcelain god?
Oh, I know.
What is it like to have your motherfucking heart broken?
Yeah, what is it like to wake up at a hotel room where you don't know where you are and you have blood all over your face and the room is trashed? Yeah, what is that like?
I hate when that happens.
It's beautiful. Oh my God. It's so playful.
Well, that's the joy. That's sort of, when I'm seeking, there's no joy.
Yeah. And that's just resisting what is, which is pretending to cover up that it's whatever's appearing, in favor for something else, which is all that is just an innocent avoidance of absence of thought. Because when there's absence of thought, it's too obvious that you don't exist. So it's the beautiful game of hide and seek.
Too obvious.
Because what you resist persists, so it keeps coming up. The thought keeps coming up until it's neutralized. Yeah, so and that's it too. So what you're resisting is what you're longing for, which is just so beautiful. And once it's paid attention to without thought or word, just the sensation is felt, it's neutralized, and just that just, spontaneously appears to happen.
Why, it almost sounds like there's nothing you really need to do.
Yeah, there's nothing to do, it's already done. There's no path because it is the path. It's all paths. There's no goal because it's all the goal. Everything's the goal. Everything's it. Everything. Everything, 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 every minute detail is everything that can possibly be or not be. It's all God. It's all God. So even if there's resisting pain, which resisting pain is painful because it's being resisted in favor for not pain, which is just a reference point to a past that never happened when there wasn't pain. And so it can appear to, you know, appear as suffering, which is just resistance. And when it's seen that what you're resisting is what you're longing for, you're longing for the pain. That's like the missing puzzle piece. Whatever's being resisted is what's being longed for. It's already home. That's why it seems to be, feel like suffering, because it's the intuitive alarm system screaming, this is it too. This isn't real. This is not separate. So it's so intelligent. And the resistance is the pulling back of the slingshot that hits the target. So it's the catalyst to awakening. It's so beautiful.
That's genius.
Yeah.
Maybe we should talk about that because that's so powerful when it's, clear what you're saying. Like right? So imagining a slingshot, and the farther back that rubber goes, the tighter and more stressed it gets. And like just when you think you can't hang on, like one more second, you're about to
Mhm.
go under. Bam.
Yeah, totally. Just like the nightmare at night, it gets so intense, and then that wakes you up from the dream. And you're like, wow, that was just a dream. It didn't happen. That was just a story. It was just mental. And and who was in the dream? It was just me. And who is me? It's just one pure energy, one pure awareness, one pure, uninvolved, illuminating whatever's appearing to happen is infinite, can be anything. Like a shapeshifter. And the seeing is simultaneously rendering. So the seeing is the seen. And what is observed? What is the observed without the observer? It doesn't exist. It is the observer. It's all the observer, which is and isn't, which is just appearing to be.
Yeah, the absolute and the relative are not two.
Yeah, not to. The observed is the observer.
So it's like you're like the movie's playing on you, like you are the movie. It's like
Uh-huh.
so cool, right? Because it's like, we're always striving for 3D and 4D and surround sound and, the latest. And look
Uh-huh.
how like sensual and in your face, like this, you know what I mean? This makes
Uh-huh.
our current, ones kind of jokes. Like we're almost parodying this.
Yeah, it's so cool. And I love the analogy of the movie theater. Everything screams this. The VR headset, the computer with all the data files appearing unique, and then um the dream at night, the deep sleep. Everything says this. It's just too obvious. It's being pointed to through everything. And yeah, and it's just an appearance. It's just imaginary. It's not really happening. Just like Sri Ramana would say, the screen at the movie theater doesn't get burned by the fire in the movie. And the attention to the thought, that innocently, you know, can get lost in being the thought and so like the projector on the screen of the movie illuminating the movie and, you know, loses itself in the movie like it's real. This is a real movie. This is happening to me. I'm the character in the movie. I'm bound to that. I'm mortal. I'm doomed. Time and space is real. It's just beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. All to wake up and realize none of this ever happened. It was just a story. It was just mental projection.
Yeah, it's like the magician fools himself and then wakes up, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. Falls for his own tricks. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. And realizing you're nothing, you're infinite, you're empty potential, infinite potential without qualities appearing as every quality, exploring, exploring what it's like to be when you aren't. And every sensation is the interface through which this can be perceived. And that's all mental, it's all conceptual, it's all the Buddha mind, which is just a thought, a concept. What is anything without a thought? What is non duality without a thought?
yeah, I like where you said one word is all words.
Yeah, one word is all words. It's everything. It says it all. One word says it all. Even a fraction of a word says it all. So any word and every word says it. So any way of speaking about this is it. All paths is it. All practices is already it. So there is no path or practice or way to get to this because it already is this. And you are what you're looking for. What's being looked for is what's looking. So it's already done. It's already finished.
Yay.
Yay, we can all chat if you guys want to unmute or chat in the chat box or not. Chat about anything. It's all free. It's all it's all a free playground. Mhm.
Ginny, can
Yeah.
can you hear me? Oh, good. I'm doing high tech stuff. I've got you via my phone on my computer, and I have no driving tools of Zoom accessible. So
Oh, it's
I
cool.
can't I can't see if I'm muted or there or yeah. So
Oh, it's
um,
perfect. Yay.
good. Yeah, I'm just here to commune in the energy.
Oh, beautiful. Yay. It's so fun. Basking. It is a celebration. It's amazing. This life is just absolutely amazing. To be no thing appearing as this. And through this illusion of opposites, you can sense yourself. But you can never know because you are the unknown. You're so infinite, so huge. It's terrifying. Wow.
I mean, it is quite a magic trick, right? How can I get myself to actually take separation seriously?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it is. Yay, it is. How clever, how intelligent. Wow. And to disassociate like this in order to have a unique human experience like the VR headset and the avatar, like falling for it and identifying as the avatar in the headset. It would be through disassociation, because you're the truth is being hidden, you could say, behind the so that you could play the game and
Hmm.
think that it's real. And it's just genius. It's so perfect.
Yeah, it's like when in like the Halloween movie, when the mask is laying on the ground and she thinks it's all over, and of course she drops the knife, and all of a sudden, like he bolts upright, and the audience is going, "Run, run!"
Yeah. That's so cool. I like that.
So that's it, forgetting. It's a movie. Like you're
Yeah.
yelling at, oh, sorry, there goes my, this is what I was telling you. The only downside to my
Hmm.
camera is that it goes out of focus.
Hmm.
Um, I forgot what I was saying.
Oh yeah, just like the movie, the yeah, and it's so innocently does that where it locks onto a thought and identifies with that. The identity, which is the thought, is just it's one with it. So it's just can easily get swept away and lost in the dream.
Yeah, and I love how you talk about it's the very painfulness of trying to cling to objects one after the other. It's seen eventually to be futile. And if it
Hmm.
didn't get so fucking painful, you could do it, I guess, seemingly forever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the pleasure, the satisfaction from the material gains and the, relationships and everything else was so um temporary that you're like, whoa, it's got to be something more to this. There's something up with this. Yeah. And then it can just be such a crazy shit show that you're like, there's no way this is real. There's no way. What the hell? This would be doomed. And that's just, it opens up more. It opens up more. And it's just like clue after clue after clue. And then it's like too obvious.
Can I join that? What you just said.
Yeah.
That's exactly what just occurred. It
Yay.
became so painful, so tiring, so much resistance, and in it was so much love. I cannot even express the amount of love there was in that as well, with different with others. They were so supportive continuously with this, continuously reminding over and over again, it's not real, it's the resistance, you're not that one. And then all of a sudden, it's like as if a balloon popped.
Yay.
And everything that was taking so seriously became the biggest joke.
That
Like
is awesome.
it
Yeah,
just,
you said you've been laughing for hours. That's great.
yes, it was just so funny. Like, and the more you laugh, the more it just dissolves in your hand. I cannot explain that. It's just,
Yeah.
it's it's so safe. It's so untouched,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
pure,
Pure,
so
immaculate.
innocent, so
Hmm.
completely innocent. And what was really funny, I'm laughing now. I went outside and I was laughing so hard. I felt like I was going to skip down the road like a 5-year-old. And,
Yay.
and the neighbors, I don't know. I was laughing so hard and I was saying hi to the neighbors and they couldn't see me.
Oh my
They
gosh,
couldn't
that's so awesome.
they couldn't hear me or see me. And I asked Nkosi about that, and he was laughing so much because he says he experiences the same.
That is awesome.
And he said,
Yay.
he said he doesn't. He says the more you laugh, don't worry about it. You could dance and sing. You are untouched. You were
Hmm.
never born. You are the space.
Hmm.
And I saw it with Nkosi's eyes. There was no Nkosi.
Yeah,
It,
totally.
it, it's such a joke. It's like we're 5-year-olds just playing a game. And
Hmm.
and I love you, Jenny. Thank you for
Oh, I love you too.
continuous, like really just saying it. It's the
Yes.
same song being played, and it's a beautiful song. And thank you, Michael, for all those videos in the cozy that were put together. They are timelessly awesome. They're amazing. So thank you for
Thank-
allowing me to share. My,
Yeah, thank you, Tara. That's so beautiful because I agree. For
Hmm.
me, Inkosi is just so empty,
Hmm.
yes,
so free, so light.
Hmm.
Um, it's just stunningly gorgeous, every word.
Yeah, every word shimmering. Same here. Oh my gosh, just chills listening to him speak. It's beautiful.
thank you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, those videos I made what I did was I took, with their permission, privates that Alice did with Nkosi, and I put them to music. And so it's just the audio and
That was
to
so,
music, and it's so powerful.
oh my God, so powerful because it's like a meditation and it's like a just so profound. Yeah. Yeah.
So there can be a joy for that. Like if you don't know why you like Nkosi, but you just love, like that is what I call resonance.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need an explanation. Like it doesn't even matter.
Totally.
If you love is love. When there's love there, it can't be explained anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's all the same message appearing unique, appearing as unique flavors or unique voices of the same song.
And I love how literal you are, Jenny. Like, what's it like to be a spider? What's it like
Yeah.
to be a trash can? What's it like, to be cancer? You know,
Yeah.
what's it like to have an orgasm, in front of 50 people? I mean,
Oh, a spontaneous one in a at an opera or something. Yeah.
in an opera.
I my best friend told me about some woman that has spontaneous ones out in public. That would be awesome.
Hilarious.
That's so great.
I like the opera one though, because I could just see as it's literally reaching its climax. You are.
I know, and it's like, oh.
Oh my God.
That'd be great.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's infinite potential. Anything that can be imagined or not, just holy shit. And like, what is this combination with this combination? Like this random selection of this, that, and that. And then that compensates and balances that, it's just so cool. Yeah, it's amazing. Which makes everything appear unique because of the reference point to opposites. Yeah, which is all the same. It's all an illusion. It's not separate. Appears different but is the same. Yeah, nothing to attain. What a relief. Can't get outside of what is to be separate from it.
It's so funny because you can't escape freedom as much as you believe.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, that when it was just too obvious that it was just stories and concepts and thoughts, and then all of this is just empty um silence, potential appearing as thought. And so when it was too obvious that I'm nothing, um it was that feeling of like jumping out of an airplane, nothing to grab onto, terrifying. And quickly there was a thought, let's have a thought. Let's have a problem. Give me a problem. Give me a problem to solve. Give me something to resist. And so it was very obvious that that's the game of hide and seek. It's so perfect. And so that's the avoidance of realizing your absence is filling it with the chatter, the distraction, the resistance, which is the
Yeah, the movie in your head that's not even happening.
mm-hmm. Yeah. not wanting to realize there is no head. Which is just innocently playing out. And it's so perfect because it's like one totality appearing to function as a whole, one mind appearing to function. So it's like, you know, with
Well,
the rain, what were you gonna say?
remember Douglas Harding about your head? He's like, well, my head, my face is for you. He goes, looking out here, I don't see a friggin' face. There's just like emptiness, just space.
Yeah.
The space for the appearance.
Oh yeah. The headless way is that what?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
like really like right. This is a really good time to see it because like I can see your face very clearly,
Yeah.
but looking from out, I could now the freaky one is I can look and see my own face apparently, right? Like a
Yeah.
mirror, but yet still from my actual looking, if you take away all mirrors, all reflective surfaces, what's looking if you don't go to
Oh,
that?
I know.
Yeah.
What a magic trick. Yeah, all there is a screen of faces without the rest of the body.
And it doesn't need it, right? It's this so profound, right? It's so powerful because it works by implication. So, like, think of a movie set. They don't build a whole fucking town for real. They do a facade. They just do the saloon with some music and a couple dancing girls and a guy spilling out on the street. Boom, you got your saloon. Done.
But yeah, it's simple.
Yeah. So, like, you never even see objects in their entirety. Like, if you
Oh,
look
I know. Just
right
like the
now,
world. No one's experienced a whole world. It's just
no.
been a street and a building. Yeah. Or like it's all imaginary. It's all concepts appearing as shapes and forms. And the seeing is rendering it. So it's like on the fly creating it with the just like driving down the street and the road appears. It wasn't there before. It's just
Right.
appearing. It's unfolding.
Or
Yeah, as you're seeing it.
or inference, like you're inside your apartment or house and you hear a fire truck and you go, oh, that's a fire truck. But no, all you heard was a siren. For all you know, it could be a stunt movie. They're just playing a
Yeah.
recording, but it fills it in. Oh, yeah, I know that. That's a,
The abstraction, yeah. It's like, oh, identifying it. It's like, I know what that is. Yeah. It could be anything. Yeah. That is so cool.
so that's why knowing is such a killer on this path. Like just thinking you know anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's infinite meaning, it's infinite potential. It can be anything. And it's nothing appearing as conceptual sensation. And it's not even happening. There's no time for for a past or yeah, it's just immediate.
So the knowing would also have to be made out of nothing.
Mm-hmm. On the fly.
Yeah,
On
as
the
needed.
fly. And it's instantly being defined.
Yeah,
Like
beautiful.
you didn't even learn how to say these words, because there was no past. It's
Yeah. Oh my God.
defining itself. Yeah.
I like on the fly though, because like you don't have to think about how to put your key in the front door and open your door. When it's time for you to go into your house, the body knows how to take the key out and put it in. It's like functional
Yeah.
knowledge in the moment. And then
Yeah.
when you're inside ready for dinner, the knowledge of opening the door is no longer needed. So now, oh, let's have pasta. That
Yeah.
thought is now what's playing on the screen.
Yeah. And I love the analogy of the VR headset too, because the the door is not in the computer, like you don't see a door in the main computer. It's just so there's that covering up you know, so that it can be played with and can appear real, you know. It's amazing. Yay, Leela. Yay.
Oh,
How fun. Triplets.
oh, for the first time.
Oh, yay.
Yay.
Sorry I'm late. No, it's perfect. No being late. Yeah. So perfect. Mm. We were just talking about the magic show and how the seeing is simultaneously rendering and just doing itself automatically. Hey, Sheer.
Hi, Ginny. Nice to see you.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
Hi, everybody. I think we are just four, I think. But I say hi to everyone. So, Ginny, I think to ask you about when you say beauty, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
First, who is that which says it's beautiful? And then when you say it's beautiful, I feel that it's still is a time involved, you know.
There's still a what?
The time is involved when you say it's a beauty, it's beautiful, or something is beautiful. It's time involved, you know. Otherwise, you
Mm-hmm.
cannot say something is
Yeah.
beautiful.
And beautiful would have infinite meaning. It's like relative meaning. So one thing that's beautiful for one body could be ugly to another. It's just all beautiful and all ugly. It's all the same. Just like
Yeah,
The Kybalion said, every truth is half true and half false because it's all relative perspective and it's based on the probability distribution of the avatar in the VR headset. So it's like whatever's likely to be beautiful for this character may not be beautiful for that character. And that's what makes
yeah.
it appear unique.
Yes, I know, but it's in a story. It's in my life when I say that there is the woman is beautiful or the sky is beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it's a seeing of me seeing, you know, that I mean, you know. So
Yeah,
it's time is involved, you know.
yeah, there's no me, there's no separation. There's just sensations that appear in the infinite. Um, Whatever you want to call it, if you want to call it nothingness, emptiness, empty appearing full, boundless energy, you can call it anything. You can call it pure awareness, you can call
Yes,
it Buddha mind,
yes,
but
but
it's
then
all one. It's all one, just appearing.
is there something else than energy? Because all there is energy. Because that much I mean we know this by mentally, you know. That
Mm-hmm.
all there is it's the same movement, I can say. All there is and it's a movement. But what I want to ask is there is something else than energy?
So,
I know according the music, the message, the energy is nothing appearing as
yeah, as everything. So it's just one. You can call it any name. You can call it, hot dog or it's all words.
yeah,
It's
I know.
and what is it without a thought? It's all
Yes,
mental.
yes, because it's word. All there is me, not me, you. This is all.
Hmm.
This all is word actually.
Yeah. So just like in deep sleep where nothing is not aware of itself, there's nothing else to compare itself to. There's no opposite. But through this illusion of consciousness, it can see. In the seer, the seeing is the seen. Because what is the observed without the observer? It's one.
Yes,
So
because if there is nothing, so there will be no seeing either, you know. They're
yeah,
not observing either, you know.
yeah, all sensations are an illusion. It's all just a beautiful play, a way for the noumenal to experience the phenomenal, which is just one.
And
And
then
it's not
last,
happening. It's not even happening. That's the crazy part. There's no time for an event.
yeah, because because always you think that you are infinite, If there is no me, then where is the infinite? How can I be a infinite, as you say, if there is no me? You say you are infinite, I don't know, imagination or whatever you call it. You often,
Infinite appearing as me, infinite appearing as bodies, chairs, tables, everything. It would
yeah,
all be beingness.
yeah, I call it.
So
I
even
myself,
there would be sentient.
I call it life because all there is life. You know, just
Yeah.
talking is life. It's just seeing is life. Just hearing is life. You know, I mean, mentally, I can say there is no me, but I just can say this mentally. You know, I say
Mm-hmm.
again um, that
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it feels that I am this constructed energy which I talk about a gym or tuning out there. I mean, there is not either even not it cannot be a constructed energy either because it's the same. It has to be the same energy which can construct. So
Mm-hmm.
it has to be the
Yeah,
same
it's all one energy. So it's
movement.
yeah, I like the analogy of all, one God talking to itself in the imagination. I love that because it's also arguing with itself and it's saying, no, it's this way. No, it's that way. No, it needs to be said this way. Non-duality needs to be spoken about in this way, which is actually another duality. So
Yeah.
that's oxymoron, and that's hilarious. It's literally everything. It's every way of explaining. It's every way of, and debating is arguing. It's one imagination arguing with itself, trying to convince itself of a belief that it doesn't believe. That's what debating is. So
Mhm.
it's like when you don't believe it, you're going to argue about it to try to convince yourself.
Yeah, problem is this, then you jump from the one belief to the other belief. It's
And
like
it's
Rumi.
innocent. It's just a
It's, uh,
beautiful, yeah,
it's
innocence.
like Rumi said. You left this belief and then you jump to the other. It's a poem, you know. He said, you leave this belief, so it means you are just a belief, and you cannot separate you. You are from the
Mhm.
belief. You know?
Yeah, and so infinite too that it includes all opposites, all qualities. So if there's one speaker speaking about it in this way and being saying it's right or wrong to speak about it this way, you can only speak about it this way, then there's going to be another speaker to compensate and balance it out, to balance out the whole, that says the opposite, that says no, it's literally everything. You can speak about it in any fucking way. It doesn't goddamn matter. It's literally everything. It's free. It's freer than free could possibly be. It's so free. It's so
Yeah.
free. There aren't any constraints, which includes constraints, which includes the speaker that says there's a right or wrong way to speak about non-duality. You know, that includes everything. So then that's the uniqueness too, because without that opposite, there wouldn't be the other one. So without that speaker that says, there's a wrong or right way to speak about, and you can't use this word and you can't use that word, then that other speaker wouldn't exist in the dream, of like that's saying the opposite, that's saying
Yeah.
neither one
But
would exist without then it's
yeah,
just an appearance.
Well, it's like that
yeah,
picture you guys have seen with the yin and the yang. The black and the white perfectly
Mhm.
balance each other out at all times.
Yeah, it's one totality appearing to function. It's one.
yeah,
That's why I call it the one
yeah,
Buddha
yeah,
mind.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you did talk about sometime that this Maharaja Gata, this Indian man, you know.
Yeah, yeah, Nisargadatta.
Yes, and Jim and also Tony, they discard him. He says it's just a bullshit. It's just it's the teaching. It has no any meaning at all. It's just bullshit.
Well, that then everything's bullshit. Everything is because it's all make believe. because everything is infinite meaning. So all truths are true. So that means that everything that everyone says is true. So then what's there to prove when everything's the proof? When
Yeah, there is.
everything's the proof, there nothing can be proven because there's no facts. It's all fiction. It's all make believe.
Yes.
It all eats itself. It just fucks itself, devours itself, and it's already done. It's literally everything. It's all information on the main computer. All information that could possibly be or not be. And it's not even happening.
Yeah, that, when you say that's also not happening, what do you mean with that? This many times I heard this. You say that it's not even happening.
There's no time. No time and space. Time and space would be doomed, would be, finite. And this is just eternal. It's timeless. And so there is no beginning, no end. It's like that. It's also like the alpha omega immediately done, done, done. So it's like single frame in the projector. This is everything that could possibly be or not be. And there's nothing else. There's nothing before, nothing after.
And also, when you say this is standing, what do you mean with it? It's also it's for me it's become two. I don't know. I cannot.
What was the
Explain.
question, Michael? You get a turn, or Leela, you guys.
Yeah, no, it's Leela's turn.
Okay. I didn't hear what the question was. I didn't hear the question though.
Sure, you want to ask again?
Yeah, I mean, often, as if it's Tony or as Jim, or as maybe Jeannie also says, it's standing. What is that which is standing? And when you say that this is standing, for me, it seems I heard that it's two. Still is two, not one.
Wait, did you say stunning or standing?
Yeah, standing. It's just
Stunning.
Stunning.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for practical purposes, like calling something beautiful or stunning or gorgeous. That just means we resonate with it. It's it can be called beautiful, it can be called terrifying, or horrifying. It just depends on the perspective. There's no correct way to describe this. All words fall short. So this
Yeah, because
is
it's
like
wordless.
a game of trying to express that which can't be described.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I understood this, that this is not this. I mean, this appearance now, which appear, whatever it is. Who can explain this? Who? No one can explain this. What
No
is this?
one.
It can't be explained.
There's
No
no
one.
authorities.
Yes, but I mean, when someone say it's standing, so it have to be two.
Yes, yeah,
There's
but it's
no
not
one saying
wrong.
it.
It's
Yeah.
not wrong because it's paradoxical. It's not wrong because it's also one seeming to be two. So it's
Okay,
allowed to be dualistic. That's what it's
all right.
doing.
I
Yeah,
understood
and
now.
every word implies its opposite. So it's,
I
all words
understood.
appear dualistic.
Yeah, it's just free to be. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, there
Yeah.
could, if you want to talk about it, then be silent.
Yeah, I
I mean,
tried.
there's no fucking words, but then words appear, and we love geeking out on this and talking about it, but it's like a compass trying to point to itself. It's like you can't point to it because it is the pointing, and the words are it. The words are everything. Like one word is everything.
Yes.
Everything is everything is everything is everything. So every description is it, every word is it, every sensation is it, which is just infinite potential. It's not it's not a thing. It's not, words can be tricky, but the words are an energetic vehicle to what's being, implied. So it's all you can do is point.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks.
Yay.
And I just wanted to add that the reason you can't find it and you never will is because you are it.
Yeah. That's the funny part. Yeah.
It's a celebration, you know,
Yeah. It's like,
even when it's not.
mhm.
Even the tears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like crying's amazing, it's like making rain out your eyes.
Yay. And it's so releasing. It's like
Oh,
an
doesn't it feel
energy release.
great? God
Yeah,
damn.
it does. Oh,
Feels
it
so
feels
good
good.
after crying.
Yeah, especially like wailing and like really loud. That's amazing. Yeah, it's everything. It's every sensation. It's every thought. It's none of it separate.
You
Even
know,
the resisting it, is it?
yeah. And you know what's funny? Like the two uncontrollables, right? Are two of my favorite things. Like uncontrollable laughter, like when you're laughing so hard, like I've sent you guys emails where I start cracking up, or Leela, I've heard you. And then the other is like when someone, like we had it at a meeting not that long ago where someone was sobbing uncontrollably. There's a real beauty when there's like no longer a person, like it's just the raw upheaval
Yes.
out of control.
Yeah, it's like primordial without a filter. Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
and there's no one hearing the sound. It's just sound. It's just being. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say when you start hyperventilating and you can't breathe through your nose and when you're crying and you're definitely not there in that moment. It's just pure expression.
Yeah. It's the sensation without word, without thought. It's just,
Yeah. The raw emotion, right? Because you start off being there, oh, why doesn't anyone love me? Oh. And then all of a sudden, like you're sobbing so hard that you're just wailing. You're not even
yeah. Yeah, there's no story about it or no
like,
And
concept or
and
idea.
then there's like a collapse after that, like how an animal just like gets really tired and lays down and it's just
Yeah.
done.
Exactly. That is so cool. Just got to get that shit out. And neutralizes. It's like it's to be felt fully without resistance prior to thought, prior just the sensation, just full on neutralizes. And
Yeah.
it's just one.
Nothing says it shouldn't be this way, however it appears.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the gratitude is not for any particular outcome. You
Mm-hmm.
know, the gratitude is just gratitude. It's not gratitude dependent on condition.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, even without gratitude. That was beautiful, Michael.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's so beautiful. Yeah.
I
And
mean,
also, what were you gonna say?
well, I'm sorry, and then I want you to go. But it just reminded me of like we talk about great directors like Steven Spielberg. I mean, God's not doing a bad job. How about this production, right?
Mhm.
I mean, unbelievable. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it's just a masterpiece. All of it is a masterpiece.
Like
And it's just,
water. Have you ever like touched water? Sorry, I keep
no,
interrupting.
go ahead. I like
Like
it.
like I was staring at my hand, just like going, God damn it, look at this thing. Like it could do so many things, right? How
It's
does it?
amazing.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
geeking out. Go ahead.
it is. It's infinite potential appearing its hand. It can be anything. And it's just, yeah. And even as defined as hand can do so much, you know? It's like, yeah. I was going to add to what Sheer was saying. I was going to add that I absolutely adore all the speakers. Like just it's like infinite flavors of one ice cream, and it's just like they're all delicious. Thank you, Simone. Mwah. Yeah, and so, the way that one appears to speak, the other will compensate and it'll just appear unique. And that's why everything appears unique, where it's like the analogy of the VR headset, if all the avatars were the same and everything was the same, you wouldn't know anything or wouldn't experience anything. Not knowing as in like it's limited or but like you wouldn't be able to experience anything without its opposite. So it's just part of the game of this illusion. So the way that everyone speaks is balancing the whole, is the whole. So it's perfect. It's all perfect.
Subject object is the miracle.
Yeah.
Yeah, well said.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And it's funny, as a seeker, I was trying to get rid of subject object.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that so stupid? I mean, it's innocent and it's a game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and what you resist persists.
Yeah.
Because it is you and it is whole. It's everything. So it's screaming that. Yeah.
The best prank ever.
Yeah.
And there's like such love for the quote me because it's so innocent. It's like wanting to say, no, but I do exist. It's like this energy of separation that's just clinging like for dear life. It's just going, you know, kind of kicking and screaming. And that's why I talk about try all your tries.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you think that will get you enlightened, but at the end, when you're exhausted and dead, that's when there's no more tries.
Yeah. Like the dog chasing its tail, it just gets tired and lays down and gives up. Fuck it. I can't catch it.
Yeah, you can't go on forever. You can try. Some people do. They go on for decades.
Mm-hmm.
You see, Jeannie, from that time when I did heard the message from Tony, it's now many years,
Mm-hmm.
and my English is very bad, but I just feel, like I feel when you did talk, I contact you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's many years now I listen to this message. After that, I didn't listen to nothing, even to the music, not the bio, nothing, everything. I don't know, it's just gone away. The belief that I had that there is God, that the Rumi I loved very much. Even that I just throw it away.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and and now here I am. That's all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which is just total perfection. Whatever's appearing to happen is everything. And same here where I was like obsessed. I was obsessed. I was studying Advaita all day. I was doing rituals. I was meditating for 3 hours a day. Noah can fuck with me for 6 hours. It's like from this o'clock to this o'clock. Even my boyfriend, I was like, no, you can't bother me for 6 hours. And it was hardcore. I mean, that's just God worshiping itself, God being devoted to itself.
Yeah, I mean,
Perfect.
myself, I never did meditate, and I don't know even how to meditate. I didn't even pray it, but pray I did because sometimes as I learn, to how to pray, but it's just a concept.
Mm-hmm.
I have been in India. I 9 years. I did work there, and I went to many places, but I never didn't kid like to be involved with spiritualism or something like that. I went to Osho's. I told you I did say to
Yeah.
you. I went to Osho's Osho's ashram just because there was many beautiful girls, you know. So I was
That's brilliant.
but, and then when I come to Sweden, then I just went through the internet and I said that he talk. I did listen to him, and I found out, okay, it's nice. He make a sharp, pure intellect, and that's all. And then I come through UG Krishnamurti, not G Krishnamurti, UG Krishnamurti.
Yeah.
When I come through him, then it was just, everything was just, boom, finished. Like a bomb, you know.
Beautiful.
And then I come through Tony, and then still I found out even Tony and Jim and all of them. I think Yuji Krishnamurti is father of this message.
Yeah, I've been watching his videos lately, actually. Thank you for inspiring. Yeah. And then
You
someone
know,
else sent me some videos, and I'll forward it to you too. Um, very beautiful. I love the way.
you know what I love of him, because he left you just with this. If you just with this, he left you, nothing else. Because he said you have no way to do something.
Mm-hmm.
And if you, I listen to him, and I love his talking. You know, he destroyed you with your logic, and he said, "Whatever I say, even don't believe what I said." He said often, even discard what I say. He said. So
Beautiful.
yeah, it's this beautiful. And then
Wow.
I come through this message, and now I have. There is no way. Then this become my music. This become my life. This become everything. I have no any interest at all. All
Yeah.
interest I had, I don't have. Even my family, they said to me, "Do you have just this, nothing else?" I say, "Yes, I have just this, and you do whatever you like to do."
Yay. It is music. It's the same. Yeah.
But yet everything is as usual. Nothing is, the life go on as it has to go on. Whatever arise is very free. So it feels that everything is free. Everything
Yeah.
is free.
It's so free. It's free to appear as seeking. It's free to appear as not seeking. It's free to appear as listening to this. It's free to appear as listening to music. It's all of it. It's just amazing. And it's already done. There's nothing to get.
You know, I have a little bit some experience, I can say, or whatever it is. One time it was just like this, talking like in Zoom meeting. So I don't name it. Who is this? Or why not? Emerson. You know Emerson. You know, I just listened to him, and my son was very much sick. He had a kidney problem, and he had a very much pain.
Mm-hmm.
And I was very, very much. It feel that I wish that I have this pain, because it's 15, 16 years. We had very much pain. And I went from this room to his room, and it was me there, and everything was as it is. But it was like it was me, but it was just like light, nothing else, just a light. And there was me, there was he, but not as solid, something like that. You know, I cannot
Mm-hmm.
explain. And when I come and sit, it just come very much fear. You know, I become very much afraid. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and but there was not me, there was not he, but whatever it was like, it was just this. I cannot explain. It was this. I can say, like what it was or what it is, but not solid, just a one experience, or I don't know. I cannot say
Yeah.
that. And one other time, I sit just in the bathroom, and I look at to the golf, to the floor, and just this floor, and me and floor. There was no me, and there was no floor either. Something like, just for some second or something like that. It just, this floor had come just white, and there was white, and there was no floor, and there was no me at all for some
Cool. Yeah.
second. It was very, 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 what you call it, very,
Surreal.
yeah.
That's a good word.
Yeah. Ephemeral and ethereal. Yeah. And it can be seen, like you mentioned, what do you mean by it's not happening? It's like glimpses like that is like a peekaboo, It's like
Yeah, it was just a glimpse, I can say. But it was very horrible, I can say, when I come and sit.
oh, like when the mind came back to measure it, you mean, or like
Yeah.
Yes, then it was just me come back or something like that, I become very much afraid, I just sweat come in all my body, and everything was that I could not hold on, something like that, I didn't know
Yeah,
more what to do.
sure. That's still the freedom. The freedom never goes anywhere.
Yeah, that I buy, I buy that.
Yeah, I've had states like that. There's no like understanding it, but it'll be like a moment that like stretches out and it seems like forever, and it's very surreal. It's just like there's no filters there. All of a sudden, you feel like you're kind of floating or something like that. That's how I would describe it. It still happens every once in a while, but it's very fleeting. It comes and goes, and then the mind it'll want to make meaning out of that, make it into something, and say, oh, that must have been something better than this regular ordinary state that I'm always in. I need to get back to that.
Oh yeah, that's the hide and seek. Yeah.
Oh, thank you for sharing that, Leela, so much right now. that's
Yeah.
that's exactly what's happened. Exactly after that state, it's now feeling like, oh my God, I have nothing to hold on to. I can't. The grasping, I can't grasp at Ginny because there's no Ginny there to grasp at. It's like being in water and there's no life jackets or anything.
Yeah, or trying to grab water.
You just have to drown. You just have to drown in it.
But in free fall, if there's only this, then you're not really even falling. It's just like floating in suspension.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah, I've had those too where it's like where it's about to be a out of body experience where the consciousness or because you're not inside the body. You're dreaming the body. So it's everywhere, it's nowhere, So like you can get outside of the body and look at the body, And so there's been some times where, and I call it I went sideways because I started to come out and then the mind gets excited and is like, oh, it's happening. And then comes back or whatever, And then there's some moments where it's so high frequency that I feel like I'm going to disappear. And I'll ask a family member to rub my back, or I'll try to have a problem to solve or something to resist. So it's all like, which makes it so obvious, that the resistance is, helping ground you into the, you know.
Yeah, I've had all kinds of mystical, weird, strange things happen, and I don't really talk about it a lot because it's not, it's kind of looked down on in the non-dual community as if you're making meaning out of it, you know. But I mean, shit happens.
Oh, it's fun. I love it. It's like a playground because it's infinite potential. It can be anything. So I'm super excited about OBEs and all of that.
Adventures in consciousness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's not even real. It's not even really happening.
I
It's
had a near death experience. I'll have to tell you guys about sometime where I saw the friggin' tunnel, the white light, like it's a
oh
thousand
wow.
million watts of love, and you're like, felt like I left the body and was just traveling down this. It was God. Like that's all I kept thinking
Wow.
was like, oh my God, this blows the love away, like, back on Earth. It was like
Yeah.
such a angelic, like, oh,
Oh my God.
and then suddenly is like quickly as it came, I was going toward the light that I was very happy to go to.
Uh-huh.
Felt myself going backwards back into the body. Like I knew it
Wow.
wasn't my time.
What did you
That's
do to piss them
amazing.
off? You pissed them off. They sent you back.
Anyway,
That's beautiful, Michael.
That is so cool. I love it. Which just shows stuff like that shows you that you're not in the body. You're not finite. You are immortal. You are eternal. You're forever. There's no time. Yeah. You can't die. You were never born. It's and that's what the glimpse here, and not everyone has a glimpse. It's not necessary. Just that's a disclaimer right there. None of this is necessary because it already is this. Whatever's appearing to happen is this already. It's already done. But the glimpse was just beyond mind. There was no mind. There was no one. It was just so fucking huge and infinite that it was terrifyingly love, terrifyingly, can't even explain. No explaining, no words. And it lasted a couple seconds. It was like the peekaboo. And like peekaboo, you're God. And like you're more infinite than you could ever fucking imagine because this is beyond imagination. Um, and then the mind comes back to measure it, like, oh my God, what happened? What is that? And then, and then after that, it was like 4 months of samadhi. So that was a crazy ride. And then it was like I felt like I could walk on water like Jesus. Like it was very ethereal. I was not in the body. I don't need the body. I don't need any of this shit.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. And it was so obvious there's no time, that nothing ever happened before this. Like the whole life didn't even fucking happen. It was like so light, and just and then like this what you were saying, Sheer, earlier about this not happening, it just can be it just can be obvious when and there's no resistance to what is that this is just stillness. It's silence appearing to move. It's silence appearing as sound. It's not going anywhere. It's not really happening. It's not real or substantial. It's not um yeah, it's timeless, and
It's so
that's never.
fleeting. It's
Mm-hmm.
That's the fleetingness to me.
Mm-hmm.
That comes up. It's when it's
Yeah.
not happening, it's done, it's gone, it
Yeah.
will have never happened. It only exists in imagination.
Yeah. Which didn't happen. Yeah, just like a daydream during the day, it didn't really happen. It's like, or a dream at night, it didn't happen. Yeah. It's just a mental projection. It's an illusion. No thing appearing as something.
yeah, causeless and effortless.
Mm-hmm. randomness. Yeah.
As seekers, or at least for me, I was waiting for a better state, like some sustainable, better me or a better something. And I eventually had to mourn that idea, as it fell apart. Realizing that it's just imagination, it's just thought that I believed in.
Yeah, just a fantasy.
Isn't that amazing?
Wanted to be special.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's it's amazing though that whole scenario is a single thought.
I know, it's wild. Yeah, because what is it without a thought? It's just too obvious that it's just thoughts, and the thinker is the thought
Yeah.
that no one's perceiving.
That's why there's no entities, because it's all just an idea.
Yeah, if it doesn't knock you out and stun you, you still haven't seen it. It's so stunning. It's so just this.
Yeah, just this. It is. This is stunning.
That was anticlimactic, Michael.
I know. I know.
Did I trick y'all?
It was great though.
It
too,
is kind of like that
surprising.
though. It's
Yeah.
just like wait for it, and then nothing happens.
Yeah. It's because it already is this, so it's a non-event, and it can be like it's not even obvious, or it's not even noticeable. Like a lot of people that I talked to didn't even notice that the seeking stopped until after months.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh wow, okay. And then some people were disappointed. They were like, wah, wah. Like, what the hell? This is it? Like,
Yes,
I was like that. Looking for?
I was like that a little bit too.
Yeah. You're looking for the fireworks show. Yeah, it's just the ordinariness of like having to go to work now. I have to go teach about
Oh,
24
that's
little
right. You
kids
do, yeah.
chess. But it's been
Yeah.
a pleasure.
Thank you. That was
A
so fun.
pleasure, everybody.
Thank
Sheer,
you.
Tara,
Thank you very
Matt,
much.
Leela, Jenny.
Good to see you, Michael.
Mwah. Love you guys. Thank you.
See you.
So amazing. Thank you, Sheer. See you soon. I'll send you next
Thank
week's
you.
link.
Thank
Okay.
you very much. So you just please let me know when you have a Zoom meeting.
I will. And Michael's is tomorrow at, well, let's see what,
Yeah.
I don't know what it's going to be your time. It's
6 o'clock Pacific time.
Okay.
Tomorrow,
So,
Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific time.
all right. Thanks, Mike.
Thanks, you
yeah.
guys.
Bye.
Mwah.
Thanks,
Nice to meet you,
everyone.
Sheer.